Alright guys, welcome back to Sensei and the People. I got Cray here, and I got Paul.
Hi.
Today we got a doozy for you. We are going to be talking about EX Arm. Alright? So, dude, come on.
Yeah.
So this anime is an anime.
Are you sure it's an anime? Kind of seemed like someone was using Flash in like a computer room.
I think Flash has better graphics.
Flash and better graphics.
This is one of the most memorable animes that anyone will ever watch.
Yeah.
So,
like when you say EX Arm in the future, I'll remember it. I'll have like an emotional response. I really think so. Truly. Shut up!
So this anime, there's so much to this anime. I don't even know where to begin. But basically, Akira, right? Is the main character?
Yeah.
Natsume Akira.
So he gets hit by a big truck.
Yeah.
Classic.
Dies in 2014. This happens.
Correct.
And then you basically fast forward, and it's 2030, and he is made into this weapon, which is EX Arm 00.
Yes.
Now, his special power is he's a brain, so he kind of controls technology, almost. He's able to hack into stuff and other things, but they kind of don't explain it too well.
They don't explain it at all.
Yeah.
So,
at all.
But he's supposed to be one of the most powerful EX Arm weapons there are.
Yes.
Now, there are a bunch of other ones. We know there's at least 16 of them, because I think that's the highest number that there was.
I had 23 was one of the highest number.
Okay.
The illusion one.
So 23. So this world has basically been making super weapons that give people powers and stuff, basically.
You know what's the worst part about it, too? They call the EX Arms weapons that are beyond explanation.
Yeah.
That's why they
they
don't
explain each and every one of them.
That's why it needs no explanation.
Yo, who made this
But
shit?
they have an explanation for each and every one of them, pretty much.
Oh my god.
That one creates air barriers. That one creates black holes. Oh, and this one creates illusions.
But the science behind it is just unexplained.
Yeah.
We just have them. Anyways.
So I'm trying to think of how this kind of starts off. So what happens is EX Arm 00, they get captured by the Japanese police, and then they are off to kind of, I guess, collect all the other EX Arms and stop everybody else who has an EX Arm. So that way, they can stop the bad guys. And in the process of collecting all the EX Arms, they go up against...
Who's they, though?
The Japanese police, which is a band of, like, a special force almost.
It seems like almost like a rogue. I didn't even know they were the police for like half the show, dude. Like until they mentioned that we're with the police, I was like, oh, because I just thought they were like just a rogue group or something.
Well, I mean, they have like a special designation, like it's just anti-X Arm.
Okay, maybe
you know what I'm saying?
That's, maybe I missed that somewhere.
It's like a branch.
But who are they though?
Yeah,
who are
they
the
are a branch.
Yeah.
So these people are. I can give you all their names, but I don't have them.
There's an android named Alma.
Yeah, Alma, Akira.
Silver hair. Akira is the brain, the EXR brain, 00.
Right.
Uizono is the girl, like the love interest, who always smiles. Chikage is the girl, the other hot chick, the hot blonde haired leader.
Oh, who's the scientist?
I forget her name. That's called her glasses.
Which is crazy, yeah. And there's Kojo.
Her name's not important because she's actually the professor in the end.
Right.
Whoa, spoiler, dude.
Yeah, who cares? Yes, yeah.
So basically, they're around collecting all the EX Arms, and then you kind of learn more about the bad guys. Turns out, you find out that...
We're the bad guys.
It turns out the brother of the guy that is now the brain created or helped create all these EX Arm weapons.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This one's kind of hard to explain because it's everywhere.
And didn't they come from space?
Yo, I don't even know.
Yeah,
I remember distinctly the professor's like, these are like objects from space that came. I was like, what? Wait. Like, are they technology? Are they space alien like, what is this, man?
So, in the process of collecting all the EX arms, you get an overarching bad guy who wants to basically destroy Tokyo, which is, you find out, is EX Arm 00
Beta,
which is essentially the same guy, Akira.
Yeah.
But he had some extra juice pumped into him, so it made him different.
Alien juice.
Yeah. So
is it like a clone of him? Is that what they try to make it, or?
Yeah. So they were like the same one, and then they just put the juice in there.
His brother created a body for his brother's brain, but that body ended up getting injected with that black stuff, which is the professor's fault.
That's right.
And that's when he went rogue and wanted to kill everybody. Beta! It's not much of a beta, though, is he?
Well, he tried to be alpha.
Kind of an alpha, yeah.
He couldn't be the alpha, though.
So after fighting all these EX arms, then they have the big battle of Alpha versus Beta.
Yes.
And
versus various underworld groups.
Yeah, also. And then Alpha puts his best foot forward.
Nice.
And,
nice.
and they end up beating Beta. And then they find out that there was actually another plot underneath by the scientists.
Another one?
Yeah, that created all of it. That created all the X-Arms. And you find out that he ended up going rogue. And kind of just wanted to destroy humanity.
They're trying to get us hyped for season 2. That's never going to happen. It's hilarious. I thought it was also funny too that like the main guy's name's Akira, right?
Yeah.
Beta became Tetsuo from Akira when he transformed into the big black blast. It was like Akira, Tetsuo versus Akira. It was kinda, to me, I just noticed that.
That's cool.
I mean, there's probably some
inspiration for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's definitely some Ghost in Shell inspiration too.
It's probably the easiest to animate, just a big blob. Just dude, the animation tactic. Okay, we'll get into rap soon.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just put a bow. Let me just put a bow on this. So in the end, they beat Beta, and I mean that's kind of it. Then they had to fight the Doctor who's hacked all the systems, and they stopped Tokyo from being destroyed. Everybody lives happily ever after, basically. Except for
us.
Except for Beta. No, except for EX Arm. I think he dies, right?
Yeah. Something. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, didn't he sacrifice himself, or did he not? I don't think it was too clear on that whether he sacrificed. Because I know that last attempt they were all like, yeah, we're gonna sacrifice ourselves, and
he
did he die? I don't remember him dying.
I don't know if they really like. It's kind of like open ended almost.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's more open ended.
But you don't see it, but you're like left to like, oh, well, he did it, you know.
Yeah, like they make you believe that he's gonna sacrifice himself.
Let's say he's dead.
Let's just say he's dead. Well, the anime's dead, so.
Yeah, God would never watch that.
So that leaves us to all three of us sitting on this set here.
12 episodes later.
Yeah. I watched it in one and a half days. I was really pissed off, dude. Like watching it, I was getting.
I paced myself.
I went through some emotions.
Yeah, I'm with you, Craig, because like while I was watching it, I would be like, dude, I really don't want to be watching this right now, dude. There's other things that I want to watch.
Other things.
You know, the Mr. McMahon documentary just came out. I was like, I gotta watch this. You know, so I was upset while I was watching this. But let's get into our hypes first.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Do y'all have any?
Yeah. It was. So I mentioned this to you guys. It was so bad. It became funny after a while how bad it was. Like by episode 4, when they went into his Akira woke up and thought everything was a dream, but they're really just inside of his brain to find like that memory or something that he's missing. Yeah. It just became so stupidly funny to me that I started laughing. Like when the little pink hair girl showed up out of nowhere, and she's like at first I thought she was like a computer program in his mind, and I was like, dude, this is what yeah, Yggdrasil. I was like, what the fuck just happened, dude? And it became so silly. Yeah. And I started noticing Uizono, the main girl, black hair girl, her face wouldn't change ever. Just like, and then she's like, I wish we would have met in different circumstances. It's just so silly to me, dude. And I started laughing.
It makes no sense either because he's like, technically his brain is 30.
Yeah, right.
You're still you're just 18. Maybe. Yeah. What are you talking about? Different time. It would be inappropriate at different times.
So Craig, your gripe would be, or your hype would be that it was so bad. It was.
It's not like a gripe though.
It had redeeming qualities.
It was so bad that it just became satire. It became funny at the end. I mean, I think my real hype was just like the EX arms themselves were a really cool system, a really cool like. I want those taken and put in another anime, man. Yeah. I kind of liked them. I thought it was like a cool power system, and like now they weren't all broken either. Like that through hand guy who went through walls and stuff. They realized he could only go forward doing it, and they caught him up. Like there was a really cool.
They had weaknesses.
Yeah, there was some really cool like strat going on, but
so I would say for my hype is that this is one Paul would use, but this anime probably did have like some good bones to it. I mean, if another studio would have picked it up, I would imagine that the manga wasn't this bad.
Yeah, it can't,
you know,
can't be.
So if maybe if this had some actual like money put behind it and something like that, it wouldn't be so bad. I would say that just because, just what Craig was also saying, the EX arms, like they had some pretty cool EX arms, and if they were able to make their characters their characters better at all, then I think that it would have ended up being all right, and they would have done better with the storytelling.
Yeah.
But what it felt like they knew they only had one season to get this done, and they had to rush all the way through to
on a low budget.
on a low budget. So they said, "Fuck it," and just threw this shit out.
Pretty much both. There's a plot. There is a good plot. Cybernetics, AI.
I'll say good.
No, I'm saying there's a plot. I'm saying it's there. It's a cool plot if done right. The government, like, Japan got destroyed at one point, and then this secret cabal in the background rebuilt it and did dirty stuff in other countries, and it's all backed on AI and cyborgs and everything. It's a really good plot there. They just didn't put enough into it. They did it too fast. Animation's horrible.
Great hypes.
It's a hype. I'm saying the plot's a hype.
Like this has to be some sort of amateur studio.
Yeah, or just one person.
Or someone. This is like a project for school, dude. That's what this felt like.
Like someone loved this manga and said, "I'm gonna make an anime about this. I'm gonna make an anime. Let's get my girlfriend, my brother, my cousin."
I've seen some similar like Obi-Wan versus Naruto type shit, and like CG look just like this.
Yeah,
dead ass. So.
Let's get into gripes. What would be some gripes?
Where we start?
The CG dude was so bad.
Well, I think it was like the CG mixed with decent,
oh my God.
Like decent 2D animation. Yeah. Like, okay, in the beginning, first episode, the breakfast scene with his brother looked great. Like talking to him, like he was animated, he was moving around, doing whatever, and all of a sudden you see a 3D guy making fucking fried rice. It's like, dude, this is so ugly.
Yeah, like what's going on, dude?
Yeah,
why are you doing this?
I couldn't get behind that.
Why does anybody think that's okay to do?
Oh.
You can't mix. Okay, you can either have CG by itself. Remember that show, Spriggan.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was all CG. You can barely tell because it was
good.
Done really well.
Good.
All of it was CG. But if you mix it, you can obviously see the difference, and that's where you mess up.
Like Ninja Kamui. Sorry.
That's an issue. That was an issue. They shouldn't have had CG
Devin.
fights. They shouldn't have. The CG fights were better though than this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're way better than this. But yeah, CG was terrible. Dev?
I would say the lack of explanation and stuff, and I guess more like backstory into some of these characters. Like the explosion guy, I wish I would have got.
Yeah, that's a cool AXR.
Yeah, I wish I would have got more into his backstory and even Beta, the auctioneer.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a lot of stuff that they missed out on, and I don't know if they have they had enough source material to even get that out. But I think if they really want to be taken seriously as an anime,
and they gave us so little, like they did, they're all doing this because Japan's an evil country and that group did some bad stuff. It's like, okay, well, show us that. Like you're just leaving it to people's memories to give us that.
Yeah, they missed a lot of opportunities, especially with the bomb guy.
Yeah.
That bomb guy could have been like a hidden, like, who is the bomb guy? Maybe it's one of us. That could have been used so much more.
They used it on the professor.
Yeah, remember the first episode? Whenever they went to go, I think they fought the thoroughbred guy.
Yeah.
And then the EXR was missing. It went missing on the way. Or maybe the second episode. They fought the guy that created the spatial fields. The chick.
Oh yeah. The big robot.
The bodyguard chick and the guy's vegetative state.
Yeah.
That EXR went missing. and it cut to Akira's camera eye moving around like this. I thought they were gonna make a flip with like Akira actually having his pass the whole time and stealing the EX arms because they zoomed in on him, but no, they
you're giving a lot of credit.
So many missed opportunities to make this thing redeemable.
Yeah, you gave the studio or person too much credit.
How can a fan think of a cool way that and they couldn't? I don't know. Yeah. Did you ever gripe?
I already said it.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's get into
favorite characters.
Yeah.
Or maybe favorite EX arm.
There were some cool arms.
Yeah, we go with favorite EX arm. I feel like we haven't shit on this thing enough, though. You know, we
definitely
haven't
not.
given it his justice.
There's no emotion.
No facial. No facial expressions.
Really bad.
That really pissed me off.
Really bad.
Definitely. The action was lackluster. Like there was plenty of fighting. There's plenty of action, but then it's really just a guy flipping like like the bullet
doing this.
You can see the bullets go through the animation, but it's just like he's flipping. So it's like, oh, it doesn't hit me.
You can tell all of their money went to the fights, but it's embarrassing what they gave us with the fights. It was so embarrassing.
And the explosions. The explosions in the building and
it's Akira like, oh
yeah.
You know what pissed me off too is whenever the chick from his memory when they went in his memory, and how she ended up just like showing up.
Pink hair.
Yeah. She just ended up showing up. She's like, oh, we made a body for her, and like then she ended up showing up. I'm like, dude, what the?
Yeah, that was dumb.
Eeg. Yeah, that was crazy.
Not explained well.
That was one of the things that also pissed me off too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also, last gripe for me, the corporate bad guy at the end with the cat cyborg, he just disappeared. He was a bad guy, like an actual decent bad guy that chopped up Amui, what's her name? The other cyborg, the chick, Alma, chopped her up, cut off her legs and arms, kind of won that fight. Was a thorn in the side to most of the good guys, and all of a sudden he's looking at Beta take over everything, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna back up, call a car, and that's it. He's gone. That was the last we heard of him.
Season 2, dude.
It's crazy. I mean, he had an army of cat cyborgs, fucking with him the whole time, and then he just left.
How about how they just killed off that general guy?
Oh yeah, him too.
He was like, oh yeah, he was in one of the fighters, and he's dead now.
Oh yeah. The guy with the silver hair.
Yeah.
It's
like, damn, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like an imposing force throughout the whole show. Then all of a sudden, off-screen death.
And the lack of people in this. You notice this is a city. There's nobody around.
Yeah, there's no people.
There's obviously their budget's like, okay, we can't put cars here. We can't put people here. We can't have people shopping or walking around. Let's just cut it to the main people.
Yeah, of course.
Except the part where that part you were talking about, where that lady, the vegetative state guy, he did save 3 citizens. Like, oh, like come on, like you're gonna be okay, and from the rubble.
Those are the only 3 cities in the town.
Exactly. It pissed me off so much.
I would also say,
so
every single time that they mentioned the brothers saying, "Oh, my brother said you should always put your best foot," that also pissed me off.
Yeah.
Dude, because this anime didn't put their best foot forward.
Didn't.
So,
really didn't.
I thought they really. Did they even mention the brother was like a robotics expert or anything?
They did.
Yeah, they did.
They kind of did in the beginning.
He was working on all that stuff.
You even saw a picture in the first episode of Alma.
Okay.
But like his project he was working on. So
it seems like a pretty big stretch to create an android in a few years.
Yeah.
That can work and care and kiss people.
But it was just unfortunate they didn't really add that to the story until like episode 9.
Unlike level 3 and just make out.
Yeah, that was hot.
Was it hot?
I mean, you know.
Uizono wasn't even for anything but kissing the android.
She's like, what are you doing?
Yo, stop!
I gotta unlock permissions.
Stupid.
Alright, so we're getting kind of on this one. And this anime doesn't really deserve this much time. Favorite EX arms?
Yeah.
I like number 16. Time stop.
Okay.
And this time stop, you can only do it like in a space.
Yeah, a bubble. For 3 meters of bubble. For like 3, I thought it was like 10 minutes, 3 minutes, I don't know. Time stop, boom. You guys?
I would say EX arm, probably 00 beta.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he also seemed to be the more powerful one.
Oh yeah.
So
no emotion. I think I have to go with 11. Black hole. What was it 10?
That's 11.
It's 11.
Special
Okay.
fields.
Yeah, black hole. I mean, that was sick. It sucks that you need both the 10 and 11 to make it like multiple black holes.
Yeah.
But just even that is pretty strong. So
What's up?
yeah.
All right. Well, now that we got that out of the way, let's get to our ratings.
Woo! I'll go first. I gave this thing a 2.8. 28. I was really unimpressed with the whole thing. Give the plot a 18. Actually, I remember giving the plot more. That's like half of what I normally give because it's 40. 18. But I gave the whole thing a 28, so 2.8.
I would give it a 2. Just a lot missing out of it. Leaves a lot to desire. Animation is crappy. Characters kind of suck. Plot, bunch of holes.
Definitely.
And it's kind of ends up being hard to get through. Mm-hmm. You definitely want to watch something else.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, I wish I did. I actually did a few times.
I cut off Alabama, Georgia game. I just cut it off.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm not going to do this right now.
I'm gonna give it just 1 point above 3 because it was funny. Like, it made me laugh sometimes. Like it was unintentionally.
Yeah,
it was so bad that it made me laugh. But same thing you are saying. Characters are bad. Animation fucking horrible. Fights horrible. But the plot had good bones, and for that I gave it a 1.3.
Dude, what was up with the unable to unlock like his power? They 2 chicks had to kiss.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, what?
It's like, so you're saying the director couldn't press a button?
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand why they never really made sense why they had to do that.
And why leave it up to the android, the cyborg,
too.
and the
Yeah, they blocked the white. Yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah, stupid.
Censoring, stupid.
Anyways, so this has been Cincinnati People. We watched EX Arm, so you didn't have to. Don't do it. All right? Unless you like pain and suffering. But we are out.